So like most dentists, I've done many clinical courses, photography courses, composite courses, prep courses, etc. Now, this one mindset and understanding is the difference between someone who completes a clinical course and says, this was the best clinical course, I got so much from it, and someone else who does it and says, oh, it was all right, it was mediocre. I don't really think I've made my money back from that course, right? Every single piece of information that you pick up from the internet, from older colleagues, about clinical dentistry, about how to manage in practices, how to be a good associate, how to be a good dentist, how to manage with your patients, manage with your nurses, NHS dentistry versus private dentistry, every single piece of information that you come across, whether it's on the internet or in person, whether it's a reel that you watched or whether it's a YouTube video on some aspect of clinical dentistry, I want you to start putting a price tag on that piece of information and ask yourself, if I implement fully everything that I have heard and learned from this video or this interaction with a colleague, how much money will that make me? Okay. So for example, if it's a video on improving your bonding technique for veneers, and it's a 10-15 minute video that you watch on YouTube, there's so much good information and amazing videos, good clinical videos on YouTube, right? That could teach you many things, but they're free. So that's the difference. You're going to watch these free videos because you're not paying for them. Naturally, the human condition is that we're not going to value things that we get for free. So I want you to actively put a price tag on these free areas of information, YouTube videos and conversations that you have with older colleagues. Okay. So for example, if it's a video on YouTube about resin bonding of veneers, ask yourself, if I implement this into my practice, how much money is it going to make me? It's going to improve my bonding. It's going to massively reduce my debonds, meaning patients aren't going to come back giving me headaches, and I'm going to have to rebond this veneer. I'm going to have to clean it up, remove the previous cement, and clean up the tooth and try to decipher on the tooth where the bond is and where the tooth is. Trust me, I've had a lot of veneer debonds and it's a headache. But if I fully implement this, how much money will that save me from not having to do re-cements? All right. And then you can extrapolate it and put a figure on it. And that is going to be so valuable for you to change your mindset and stop looking at free information and free resources as useless or no value. Okay. But even if you don't consciously think that, I'm telling you, subconsciously, most people don't value free information. I probably learned mid 6 figures in physical money that I've made from information that I've learned for free. Okay. Whether that's just listening to colleagues, whether that's YouTube videos, whether that's reading free articles on the internet and random websites and learning and just consuming information, but looking at that information from the perspective of putting a price tag on that information. So if I'm watching a free video on YouTube, I'm going to put a price tag on it. If I fully implement everything that I am listening to and watching, how much money can I make from this? Okay. And this is going to change everything for you. And this is the difference between someone who does a clinical course and then 6 months later, I've met people 6 months after doing a clinical course. I say, oh, I remember we went on that clinical course together. How was it? Do you think you've got your money back? And they're saying, oh, it was all right. It was mediocre. I don't really think I made my money back from it. And if you dig in, you'll find that they've not implemented anything that they've learned. Obviously, you're not going to make your money back if you don't implement what you're learning. Okay. And then the difference between someone else done the same course, I've had this many times, same course, and that person said, oh, it was amazing, it was unbelievable. I've tried to implement little things every single day into my practice, into the way I speak to my patients, communication skills. I don't know how much money I've made from that course. All right. So every single piece of information that you come across from now on, put a price tag on it. Okay. Especially at a course that you've paid for, put price tags on individual chunks of information. And I'm telling you, you will never approach any other value or resource or course and feel as though you've not received value from it. So one thing I'm really, really proud of is we have a communication skills program for our dentists to help them increase their bottom line, increase their communication skills. Communication skills are everything for dentists, okay? If you are doing the bare minimum and you're just bringing patients in and out, in and out, in and out of your practice, in your surgery, treating them like an item on a conveyor belt, and you're not making effort to treat them like a person and improve your communication skills, then you are leaving so much money on the table and you need to improve your communication skills. So that is one of the programs that we are releasing to our delegates very, very soon. If you want more information on this, all you need to do is reach out to us, inshallah, and we will give you all the information necessary.